The Life and Philosophy of Plato. Welcome to our exploration of one of the most influential philosophers in history, Plato. Born around 428 B.C., Plato's legacy has shaped Western thought and philosophy in profound ways. His teacher, Socrates, and his student, Aristotle, complete this triad of intellectual giants. Today, we'll delve into Plato's life, his philosophical pursuits, and the enduring impact of his ideas. Plato, early life and education. Plato was born into a noble Athenian family during the golden age of Pericles' Athens. His father, Ariston, died when Plato was young, and his mother, Pyrrhiction, remarried the politician Pyrilampus. Plato's upbringing was marked by the Peloponnesian War and the political turmoil following Athens' defeat by Sparta. His education included philosophy, poetry, and gymnastics, guided by prominent Athenian teachers like Cratylus. Plato's influences. Plato became a devoted follower of Socrates, whose method of relentless questioning, now known as the Socratic method, profoundly influenced him. Socrates' commitment to seeking truth and examining life's fundamental questions left a deep impression on the young Plato. After Socrates forced suicide, Plato traveled for 12 years, studying with philosophers in Italy, Sicily, and Egypt, including the followers of Pythagoras. These experiences shaped his interest in mathematics and further developed his philosophical ideas. Platonic Academy. In 387 B.C., Plato founded his academy in Athens, considered by some as the world's first university. Here, he lectured to students from across the Greek world. Among his most notable students was Aristotle, who joined the academy at 17 and studied under Plato for 20 years. The academy became a center for philosophical discourse and innovation. The academy was not merely a school, it was a place of intellectual fellowship where ideas were exchanged freely. It featured a broad curriculum, covering subjects from philosophy and mathematics to astronomy and political theory. Plato's vision was to create a holistic education system that nurtured both the mind and the character of its students. Plato's dialogues. Plato's writings, primarily in dialogue form, feature Socrates as a central character. These dialogues are categorized into early, middle, and late periods, each reflecting different phases of his thought. In early dialogues, Plato explores Socratic methods. For instance, in Euthyphro, Socrates' questioning reveals the complexities of defining piety. In the middle dialogues, Plato's own ideas emerge. The Symposium discusses the nature of love, while Meno introduces the concept of innate knowledge through a geometric proof. His monumental work, The Republic, examines justice in both the individual and the state, advocating for rule by philosopher kings. Late dialogues like Timos and Laws delve into cosmology and the practicalities of governance, reflecting Plato's evolving thought. Plato's theory of forms. Central to Plato's philosophy is the theory of forms. He posits that the physical world is a mere shadow of the true reality, which consists of ideal forms. This concept is vividly illustrated in his allegory of the cave, where shadows on the wall represent perceptions of the real world, distinct from the actual forms that cast them. In The Republic, Plato elaborates on this theory through the analogy of the divided line and the allegory of the cave, demonstrating the journey from ignorance to enlightenment. The theory of forms asserts that true knowledge can only be attained through intellectual reasoning and not through sensory experience. Plato quotes. Plato's eloquence has left us with numerous timeless quotes. 1. Love is a serious mental disease. 2. When the mind is thinking, it is talking to itself. 3. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. 4. Wise men talk because they have something to say. Fools, because they have to say something. 5. Music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm and gaiety to life and to everything. 6. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. 7. Man, a being in search of meaning. 8. Every heart sings a song, incomplete, until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing always find a song. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. 9. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help, and what they cannot. 10. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. Plato's influence on philosophy and science. Plato's impact extended beyond philosophy to influence various scientific disciplines. His dialogues laid the groundwork for epistemology, metaphysics, ethics, and political philosophy. Additionally, his emphasis on mathematical principles and abstract thinking paved the way for advancements in science and mathematics. Plato's work in the Timaeus influenced the development of geometry and cosmology, presenting a universe crafted from geometric shapes, known as Platonic solids. This intersection of philosophy and science underscored his belief in a rational, orderly cosmos governed by mathematical truths. Plato's political philosophy. In the Republic, Plato explores the concept of justice and the ideal state. He envisions a society ruled by philosopher kings, individuals who possess both wisdom and a love of truth. This ideal society is structured into three classes: rulers, auxiliaries, and producers, mirroring the three parts of the soul: reason, spirit, and appetite. Plato's political philosophy seeks to create a harmonious society where each class performs its designated role for the common good. Plato, legacy and influence. Plato's academy thrived for nearly 3 centuries, but it was destroyed in 86 BC by the Roman general Sulla. Although overshadowed by Aristotle in the Christian West, Plato's works remained influential in the Byzantine Empire and the Islamic world. The Renaissance sparked a revival of his thought, inspiring figures like Petrarch and later, Romantic poets such as Wordsworth and Shelley. Plato's influence persists in modern education, philosophy, and political theory. His dialogues continue to be studied for their profound insights into human nature and the pursuit of knowledge. The enduring relevance of Plato's work testifies to his genius and the timeless nature of his ideas. Plato's legacy is a testament to the enduring power of ideas. His exploration of reality, knowledge, and the ideal society continues to inspire and challenge us. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and philosophy of Plato. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the world's greatest thinkers. Plato's cosmology and metaphysics. Plato's metaphysical views are most thoroughly articulated in the Timaeus, where he presents a detailed cosmology. He describes the universe as a living being, endowed with a soul and intelligence. This cosmos is crafted by a divine artisan, the demiurge, who arranges the universe according to eternal forms. The physical world, in Plato's view, is a copy of these perfect forms, and the demiurge shapes it to reflect the harmony and order of the ideal. Plato also introduces the concept of the world soul, which imbues the cosmos with life and rationality. This notion bridges the gap between the sensory world and the realm of forms, indicating that the universe is an interconnected whole, driven by reason and purpose. Plato's ethics and moral philosophy. Plato's ethical philosophy is deeply intertwined with his metaphysics and epistemology. He asserts that knowledge of the good is the highest pursuit, leading to a just and virtuous life. In the Republic, he describes the tripartite soul, comprising reason, spirit, and appetite. Justice, for Plato, is the harmony between these parts, with reason governing the spirit and appetite. Plato's theory of the forms extends to his ethics, proposing that the form of the good is the ultimate object of knowledge. Understanding this form illuminates all other virtues and guides moral conduct. For Plato, the philosopher, who seeks knowledge of the forms, is best equipped to lead a virtuous life and guide others toward the same. The allegory of the cave. One of Plato's most enduring contributions is the allegory of the cave, found in the Republic. This allegory illustrates his theory of forms and his views on education and enlightenment. Prisoners in a dark cave perceive only shadows on the wall, mistaking these illusions for reality. One prisoner escapes and discovers the outside world, realizing that the shadows were mere reflections of true objects. The journey out of the cave represents the philosopher's ascent from ignorance to knowledge, culminating in the understanding of the form of the good. Plato uses this allegory to emphasize the transformative power of education and the philosopher's role in leading others from darkness to light. Plato's later years and legacy. In his later years, Plato continued to refine his ideas and teach at the academy. His dialogues from this period, such as the Laws, show a shift toward practical considerations of governance and law, balancing idealism with pragmatic concerns. The academy flourished under his guidance, attracting students and scholars from across the Greek world. Plato's influence persisted through his students, particularly Aristotle, who would go on to develop his own philosophical system while building on Plato's foundations. Plato's ideas experienced a renaissance during the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, influencing Christian, Islamic, and Jewish thought. The Platonic tradition inspired Renaissance humanists and contributed to the development of modern philosophy and science. Thinkers like Descartes, Kant, and Hegel engaged with Plato's ideas, each interpreting and transforming them in different ways. Plato's influence on modern thought. Plato's philosophical legacy is evident in numerous fields, from metaphysics and epistemology to ethics and political theory. His dialogues continue to be a cornerstone of philosophical education, challenging students to think critically about the nature of reality, knowledge, and virtue. In contemporary philosophy, Platonic ideas resonate in discussions about universals, the nature of the mind, and the foundations of ethics. Plato's emphasis on reason and the pursuit of knowledge remains a guiding principle for many philosophers and scholars. Plato's political philosophy, particularly his vision of a just society governed by philosopher kings, continues to provoke debate and inspire political theory. His work offers a framework for considering the role of wisdom and knowledge in leadership and the organization of society. Plato's exploration of the ideal, his commitment to rational inquiry, and his profound insights into human nature have left an indelible mark on Western thought. His dialogues invite us to question our assumptions, seek deeper understanding, and strive for a life of wisdom and virtue. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and philosophy of Plato. We hope this exploration has inspired you to delve deeper into his timeless ideas. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe at Socratic_Stoicism for more insights into the world's greatest thinkers.